Hey there. This is Driven Angel here, and I had to play that song because I have exciting news. I am pre-op. I have started out with a pre-op diet for the bariatric surgery, and I've been on it for 2 weeks, and it's only been about 2 weeks, and I've already lost 15 pounds. It's going. And I don't even really know. I mean, I don't really feel it, but it's going. So I can have meat every meal. Who could complain about that unless you're just a vegetarian? But I am endorsing this diet. And because I'm so impressed with it, I wanted to share the diet with you. And I have shared in the previous video, if you follow me or if you've checked my other videos out. As this is just the beginning of my journey, I started out at 324 and I'm currently at 310. I think 309, 309, 302, 310, 309. Anyway, yeah. It's about 15 pounds. I am really excited about it. I've been on the treadmill once. I went walking one time. It was a pretty good walk. I had a cheat day. Yeah, I really thought after having the cheat day, I'd have a gain. But I did not have a gain. I had a loss instead. I was impressed with that. So, I'll get right to it. Okay, the purpose of this video specifically is to help people who are trying to lose weight, and maybe you just haven't been able to get approved with your insurance, but you would really like some help. Not gonna lie to you, the very first week is kind of hard. It's an adjustment if you're a big girl like myself and you're used to eating a certain way. But trust me when I tell you, here's what I did, okay? My whole life, I thought when they said serving sizes, it was just serving sizes and you're just eating portions, you know, just eat smaller portions. It'll be fine. And I noticed that doing that, it helped, but I gained the weight back, or I still struggled losing it. But now, with the guidance of a licensed dietitian, I see that there's a balance there. It's a healthy balance of your fruit and your meat and your dairy. It is, and your vegetables. It is a balance amount. And so it's not just about the serving size, it's also about the balance. And this diet plan that I was given by the dietitian is awesome. You can really have a lot of stuff. You got to portion yourself for what you have. Now, there's some things that you can't have, and it depending on what you like. Okay, but with this diet, you have to choose a low-fat yogurt. You have to choose skim milk or 1%. And I'm here to tell you, and I mentioned this in my previous video, go with organic. You'll thank me later. So don't worry about it. If it says 0%, that is the same as skim milk. Okay, and get organic. Either way. Some stores call it 0% and other stores call it skim milk. But skim milk and 0% are the same. Same thing. As long as you have organic on it, you're good to go. But when you get the organic, the milk is going to be just as good as a 2% milk is, if not better. I thought it had kind of a sweet taste to it. I liked it because I have a little bit of a sweet tooth, so it was kind of nice. But I add flavoring to mine as well, and it makes it nicer. Sugar-free flavoring. I think the first week I had peanut butter, sugar-free flavoring. I felt like I needed a treat. It was going to be a rough week, and so it was. So, I've got a list here. On this diet plan that I'm going to share with you, and I'm going to try to go in detail without running up a lot of time. Your choices for your milk, other than the skim milk, would be a 1% milk. You could have that if you wanted to. Or a carb master milk. I've heard of that before. Some contain carbohydrates, but in those it's not going to be enough to hurt you. Try to avoid fat yogurt or 2%. I'm sorry, hang on a second. Try to avoid fat yogurt or 2% milk or whole milk. That's what I meant to say. I'm reading this off as I'm going. Choose less often. You could have them. I did. You can have them, but try to choose them less often than, don't have them all the time. Grapes, watermelon, bananas, mango, pineapple. So you can have them, you just should limit them, don't have them all the time. Avoid all fruit juices and dried fruit. Avoid starches, grains, fruits, and snack foods. Like, example, I think that first thing that I read off, the fruit juices and dried fruit, falls in that fruit category I just read. But it says avoid grains, pasta, breads, crackers, rice, bagels, oatmeal, cereal, snack foods, sweets, and chips. So that is the basics of your meal plan. Oh, I've got more. I've got more. Okay. Avoid high-fat breaded or fried meats. Also avoid, and this is a shocker, I was in shock when I heard this one, nuts, seeds, peanut butter, and nut butters. Avoid all of those. I know, right? I was thinking, you gotta be kidding me. I thought that was healthy for you, like almonds. But they said no. Also avoid corn, peas, potatoes, white and sweet, as these vegetables are high in carbohydrates. So now you get unlimited portions of things, it says here. On vegetables, choose unlimited portions. Vegetables are high in vitamins and minerals. They're good for you. Choose fresh or cooked vegetables. Do not add butter, cream, cheese, or cream to these. Sorry. Well, I would add cream cheese. I do to mashed potatoes, but even though I can't have them. And I haven't had any on this diet. Just so that you know that. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Now I'll get into some of the meal plans that I have here. I've mixed it up too. You can have sugar-free pudding, which is really yummy if you get the Jell-O brand. Here's your example meal plan. 4 to 6 ounces of protein, which could be any kind of meat. Or if you want to eat eggs, I would eat 2 eggs. I personally have been doing 2 boiled eggs in the morning. That's your breakfast. A half a cup of fruit. And you're only going to eat a half a cup of fruit a day. And 1 cup of dairy. That would be that organic milk that I was telling you about. Now, your fruit, you can mix it up. You know, you could go with blueberries. You could go with honeydew. You could go with, I think back there, you could have had watermelon. Oh yeah, choose less often. But you could have it occasionally if you wanted, just for a switch up. But that's your breakfast. And then lunch, 4 to 6 ounces of protein, half a cup of beans. I'm still struggling with the whole beans thing, but I'm getting there. Okay, I'm getting there because I'm mixing it up. A half a cup of beans. Okay, I'm thinking Mexican restaurant. I love refried beans, and you just put a little cheese on there. So I get a little measuring cup, a little half cup measuring cup. I put the refried beans in there. I sprinkle cheese on there, put it in the microwave. Yummy. So good. It's like my mini Mexican restaurant treat. So I have that, and it satisfies me. I've even actually sprinkled bacon on that. I love the real bacon bits. I sprinkle that on a lot of this stuff, especially vegetables. So for lunch, I'll repeat that. Sorry, I got sidetracked. But for lunch was 4 to 6 ounces of protein, a half a cup of beans, and 1 cup of vegetables. So for me, I try to choose something green at lunch, because greens, you got to get those greens in. I'll usually try to pick something green. I don't always do it, but I try. You could pick a salad. You could pick green beans or whatever your favorite is, broccoli, or today I had why am I blank? Those little cabbage heads. I am so blank right now. It is unreal. I can't think of the name of it. I had that today anyway. Those little bitty, tiny little, they look like little cabbage heads. Yeah, I can't think of it. It's okay. I'll get back to it. But I had those, and they didn't have enough flavor in there for me. I tried a little pepper. I tried a little bit of salt on there. It just wasn't enough, and they don't want you to use butter, so I couldn't use butter on it. So I took a little bit of honey and drizzled it across the top and nuked it in the microwave. And I gotta tell you, that actually was pretty good. It kind of, you know, gave it a little more flavoring, so it was good for me. So that's what I did. And for dinner, 4 to 6 ounces of protein, 1 cup of vegetables, and a cup of dairy. Now, the cup of vegetables, you could split that in half if you really wanted to. You could go with a half a cup of carrots and dip them in ranch. They have light ranch. You could go with a small salad and then add carrots, or half a cup of cauliflower, or whatever you're in the mood for. And you can rotate things around, you know, asparagus or whatever your favorite thing is. Then for a snack, you can have 2 ounces of protein, like 1 stick of string cheese. You can also get that light. I got it light, the light kind. And you can have a cup of vegetables as well, like raw vegetables. That would be an opportune time to sit and snack on some carrots or celery or something like that. And to be honest, for me, I hardly ever get that last vegetable snack in. I don't. I'm lucky to get that string cheese in by the end of the day. And during this whole thing, there's something that I think I have failed to tell you during the entire thing. And I don't know if I even got that in the second video or not. I can't remember, but you want to get your water in. I think it's at least 48 ounces of water a day. I try to do, because bottled water is about, average bottled water is about, the average size bottled water is about 16 ounces. I try to do at least 3 of those a day, if not 4, if I can get that 4th one in. I struggle to get the 4th one in, but I'm working on it. Someday, there's been a few days I got the 4th one in to make sure that I was getting enough water in the day. So it's real important to get the water because it can damage your kidneys, and you don't want that. You don't want to get a UTI or have something like that happen. So if you're a lady, excuse me, guys, you don't want to cause problems with your kidneys, because when you are losing weight, you got to have enough water. And if you want to get that weight off, you're going to need that water to flush all that fat out. So that's just how it is. Fat and poison out of the body. So anyway, that is my diet plan, and I just wanted to share with you because I think a lot of people who are struggling, like I have been struggling, would really greatly appreciate that. You know, I know that I appreciate it. I'm pre-op. I just had the psychology test. I passed. I'm not too crazy. So just a little bit, not too crazy. But I passed my test, and I have some other tests that I gotta get. And I'm pretty excited about it. I'm just gonna roll with this and keep going. I got, let's see what's next on my list. I had my consultation with the doctor already, my weight loss class, and obviously my pre-op diet plan, and I've been doing that. And then that psychology test, which I'll share that with you. And if you are interested in this kind of thing and you're doing research, you just fill out a very long questionnaire, and it takes a little bit. You fill that out, and it's mostly multiple choice answers. And you just sit there. It took me about probably 30 minutes to fill it out, but I did it. Then the psychologist will come in and call you in, and you go in, and it's very in-depth. It is. It's very in-depth. It is. I'm not gonna lie to you. They are very detailed. They were very, very detailed. If you've had like issues with your childhood or anything like that, they're gonna find out. It's just those questions, you just can't get around them. Some of them are like, was anyone in your family an alcoholic? Because they want to know, because when you have the surgery, you can transfer your addiction over to another thing like alcohol. And after you have the surgery, your body is really, really sensitive because your belly is like small, so you can get drunk off of a sip. I guess that's what they're basically saying. That's what they pretty much told me. You can get drunk off of like a cup of alcohol or a half a cup of alcohol. Because it's like you got a baby stomach and you're starting over again. And so yeah. So they ask you questions like, do you drink alcohol regular, and how often do you drink it? And do you smoke? Things like that. And then they go deeper. They dig deeper. Do you have any alcoholism or drug abuse in your family? Do you do it? They go into a lot of depth in that. And they get personal. They get a little personal. And I'm not going to lie. There's a couple times on mine, I was like, I got teary-eyed, things that happened in my past, in my childhood, that wasn't the best. I won't go into detail to explain it all, but, it brought back memories. And I got teary-eyed with my doctor and the psychologist, and I thought, that's it. I'm going to fail this. I thought, oh boy, I'm going to fail it. He said, do you have any worries today? Do you have any is there a worry that you have today? What would be your worry today, your biggest worry today about the surgery? I said, my worry today is that you're not going to pass me now. And he laughed at me and he looked at me. He goes, you passed. Don't worry, you passed. And then he assured me that I was making the right decision and that this could lengthen my life and I could live to be 100. And I feel a lot better to hear that, He said, you just got to follow it because people do gain their weight back at the end and your body gets adjusted, and that may happen with me. It might happen. But you know what? This is a really good experience right here. It really is. The reason I say it is because I'm following this diet plan. And I'm going to keep this. And when I get to that point where I feel like I'm losing control and I'm feeling more hungry, or maybe I'm craving something that I used to crave and starting to feel like I'm trying to gain weight or whatever, I'm going to fall right back on this plan. This very plan that I'm on right now. And I think I'll be just fine. I can have sugar-free Jell-O, chocolate fudge. For me, that's just fine with me. I'm a sweet lover, so hey, yum. So, I'm all for the Jell-O, and I think you can have regular Jell-O too. If you're a Jell-O lover, if you like to make Jell-O. So, as long as it's sugar-free, you could do it. So, I think I'm about done. I just want to share this complete diet with you. And I also wanted to give you guys my weight loss results. And I just think that's pretty cool. And I don't feel like, usually if you're losing weight, you kind of get an idea that it's going. You feel hungry. A lot of people will be like, I am so starving to death. I can't do this diet. All these diets that you try. Not with this one. The first week's a rough one. But when you get on that second week, you're flying through that second week. And you're like, oh, you're following through like you're supposed to. All of a sudden, you just step on the scales and you're like, where did that go? Where'd that go? I didn't do anything. I was thinking, well, I'm going to go to the bathroom a lot. I'm going to know that I'm losing this weight, when it's going to go, I'm going to know it, but not this time. No, it just melted, dissolved. So that's pretty much how it went down. So Well, I'm going to leave you with this tonight. Just hit that subscribe button down in the corner and follow me as I share all my successes. And I just can't wait to tell you more about my experiences as they go and what it's like. And this feels good, and I feel good about this. I really do. I am going to touch on one more thing right before I go, and it's really, really interesting, and I just found this out. I think I should share it. I found out that there is a person here on YouTube who I highly admire, and I am subscribed to that person, and he did some research on bariatric surgery. They did a statistic on, they had so many patients who just dieted between like certain ages all the way up to a various of ages, and all the way up to, I guess, 50 or 60 years old, or however old they were. But there was the even amount of patients. There was like, I'm going to throw this out here, like 10 and 10. The patients on this side did not get bariatric, and the patients on this side got bariatric. And the statistics showed that the patients on the bariatric side lived longer and had longer lifespan and were more healthier in the long run than the patients who didn't. And that just shows that it is a rough surgery for some people, and it's a big change. But if you've got some serious health issues, if you're even if your insurance doesn't cover it, if you can maybe switch insurances, or in my case, it was a job change. I made a job change and switched insurances. When I first made the job change, my insurance didn't cover, but they switched insurances. My current employer switched insurance companies, and then I was able, but it took a while. Took a good while. But you just got to keep trying. Don't give up. Don't give up. And if you do feel like giving up, I got you. I got you. Right here. I got you. You just follow that. You can go back and rewatch this and write this down. And you're welcome to ask me questions. I'll do my best to answer. But if you go with this diet, you will lose weight. I'm a witness. And at least that will help you. So, and I haven't started the exercise yet, but I probably will soon. I mean, I've walked a little bit, and I've been on the treadmill. I have a treadmill, I just haven't done it yet, but I'm gonna get there. I got all these things going through my head right now, thinking, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, you know. So, but I'm working on it. But anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for following. And I'll keep you guys posted on all my progress and everything that I learn, so that I can help you all out as much as I can. Because I know what it feels like to be in that position. I know. I can remember crying because I couldn't get passed through the insurance. The insurance would not approve it. I've been there, the frustration, I've had it. And, you know, it's hard, but it will, something will happen, I promise. Just keep praying about it. Hoping, praying, looking to see if there's any other, you know, possibilities for you to be able to get the surgery. I know some bariatric centers will have like a program where if you get on that program, it's a waiting list, of course, but they can assist you if you don't have insurance or if your insurance won't cover. And some insurances will cover if you have an extensive health condition. So anyway, I'll let y'all go and tune in next time. I'll see what I can teach you the next time as I go, whatever I learn. Hit that subscribe button down there and have a good one. This is Driven Angel signing out.